It's an honor to have you here, Chris, and we're delighted to feature you on Common Society Issues with your story of absolute inspiration. So when I mentioned in your story in the introduction that you got to the point where you were basically at rock bottom and having suicidal ideation, when did that happen?
First memory of that would be early 2012, and I remember I had qualified through another business that I'd got involved in to go to Macau on a trip that I'd qualified for, and I remember being in a bad place in my mind, but I did get away on that trip and being in the tallest building up in Macau, and you were able to walk around the outsides. They put you in a harness,
Yes.
and all I can remember doing is feeling the buckle and thinking I could do it now.
Oh my gosh. And then obviously there was a course of medication that you were on subsequent to that, and you weren't that keen on that from what I hear. So what happened with that? What made you decide to stop the medication?
Well, yeah, so I was on everything, I reckoned I was on everything beginning with pine, olanzapine, mirtazapine, and then they put me on lithium, and the lithium was probably the strongest of all, because it just seemed to be collapsing my whole body, my whole everything. So one day, now I know I was addicted to all of these drugs, because the thought of not having that there in the morning or there in the evening was quite frightening to me.
Amazing. I mean, there have been so many people, kind of angels on your path as well along the way. Can you tell us a little bit about those people who, apart from your brother, who kind of really got you through those tough times?
Yeah, you know, each one of my children, and maybe my youngest daughter, you know, she took a great interest in golf, and she used to drag me out on the golf course because that was the last place I wanted to go, and you know, she was a great inspiration to me. And then I had some very, very solid friends who never gave up.
You've mentioned a few people who have given you advice, and you have these kind of mottos in your life. How important is it to know when to take someone's advice and which advice to take?
Well, I think again, it's one of the things I say is, you know, advice and opinion come from those who are qualified to give it, have professional indemnity insurance, and have always sent me a fee note. The rest to me is mere points of view and bar talk. So picking your professionals is very important. And how do you pick well, your intuition is probably the strongest thing that you can follow, and either it's right or it's not right.
Yeah.
You know, and you get that very, very quickly with experience. And I suppose I'm lucky enough to have over 150 years of business in my DNA, so you know,
that helps.
That helps,
for sure.
I suppose.
Yes.